Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a resin pour. So what we're going to be doing is pouring a coaster size. This is I think about 13 centimeters or 5 inches in diameter. And we're going to be using a RESIN ART resin, which I'm going to be mixing, and that's a 2-to-1. So I'm going to be mixing it in this little container. And I'll show you quickly the colors I'll be using. A blue transparent color as my light color. Then I've got a violet that I'm going to use as my dark color. And of course you need a white. What else? I've got my mask, I got some gloves. So let's just mix up some resin and we'll get back to you when it's time to pour. So I've got 25 and 25 mils in these and 50 mils in here. And then I've got another 80 mils I think in the clear. So I'm not sure how much to put in the white. I'm just going to start with a tiny amount, because I'm trying to go for the Larimar effect, which I saw Julia Kutz do on her channel. And I think this is about the right color. Maybe well, there's still a little bit on the stick, so I'm gonna be stirring that for a little bit more, but I think that will do. So for the blue, that's my light color. So let's do 2 drops. Let's see what we can get with 2 drops. I think it needs a little bit more. Let's do 2 more drops. I think that's fine. Let's do the purple first so we can see the difference. Kind of scared this might be too dark. Okay, and I just dipped it and even scraped off the side, so hopefully it's not going to be too dark. Because we want it to be transparent. I wish I had some black. I think that this needs a little bit more. So I'll be just fiddling around and I'll show you what I end up with. So we're ready to pour and it should be simple. Don't know if it's easy, but it should be simple. So what I understand is you start with the white. And it should fill up the whole bottom of the coaster. So I think that should be enough. Just going through it because I had a little bit of white pigment still there. So that should be the white. Then you do the darker color. And this is what I ended up with. So hopefully it's dark enough. And you just pour it in the center. Like that. Then you pour your lighter color. Hopefully it's not too light, but you pour it in that center. Oh, I didn't really mix that color too well. And then lastly, you should be able to pour clear till it fills up. I think I'm gonna do it like this. And then I think I'm gonna put a little bit of heat on, but you can always already see it moving. But I like to get some bubbles gone. So close your ears. I think that should do. And there are some bubbles in here, so I'm hoping they will come up so I can torch them. But for now, we're going to have to let it sit and I'm going to try and do a time lapse, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough room on my SD card to do it. But it should start going over. It looks all fuzzy, but it's not. So yeah, you can see the white is already going to the center as well as the colors. So let's wait, and we'll be unmolding it tomorrow. Just a little sneak peek. It's been about half an hour. I did this one first, and then I had some resin over, and you can see it on the time lapse. I was pouring it on the side, and this is what the other one is looking like. So I'm very curious how it's gonna work, because I added a lot more white pigment to this one, and the rest of the resin I poured in a little cube thingy. So I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna cover them up right now so I don't get too much dust. And when they're ready to unmold, I will show you, but I'm so super excited. This is looking so good. Fingers crossed they will cure, and we'll see you tomorrow. So it's been a day and a half, and these two should be ready for some unmolding. So this is the one I did on camera, and this you could see on a little bit of the time lapse. I poured this one with the leftovers of this one. We're going to just do this one first, and I'm really hopeful. It looks really nice, but I'm scared I've used a little bit too much white. So let's just see. So I've got a nice transparent center. So this is the back side. And let's go and see the front. Oh wow, it looks cool, but there's just way too much white. So I actually prefer this side. So let's see what the other one did. Because I actually added more white to this one than the big one. So this is probably just going to be one white base. So again, I did get a nice transparent center. And I really like this side. So let's see the other side. Oh yeah, way too much white. But it did work, kinda. So I think I prefer these sides. So these are the leftovers I had after even pouring this one. So let's see if we can get this one out. I haven't used this mold yet. Those points are pretty sharp. I really have no clue how to get this out. I thought, let's do a satisfying unmolding.
2 hours later.
Okay, I think I got it. Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna do this again, but use less white and maybe darken up my dark color a little bit more, so I get a little bit more of a contrast. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye everyone!